Good morning. My name is Mulugeta Asnakew. Today I'm going to present my research, which is selected under International Phenomenological Research Awards. The research entitled Assessing Students' Perceptions, Practices, and Challenges of Vocabulary Strategies in Field Classroom Grade 9 Students in Focus. So, background of the study: vocabulary is central to the English language and language learners. And vocabulary helps students in mastering English and its four major skills like reading, speaking, writing, and listening skills. And also, vocabulary is currently seen as a crucial role for EFL learners, as Desta and Highly 2010 cited. And vocabulary learning strategies are actions that learners help to understand and remember new vocabulary words, since words are the building blockage of the language. Strategies so as to develop their word power, or so as to enhance their proficiency, language proficiency. And also to this end, learning vocabulary through different strategies help students to know the meaning of new words or the meaning of ambiguous words. In this case, the purpose of the current study was to assess students' perception, practice, and challenges of vocabulary strategies among grade 9 students. So when I come to the statement of the problem, vocabulary learning strategies are the most important elements. The issue of those strategies is assumed to be a major problem for Ethiopian students, as Kabridahar stated. In this regard, previous studies conducted on vocabulary and their study reveals that most students are less effective in their English language communication due to lack of those strategies. For instance, as year 2017, vocabulary teaching and vocabulary perception strategies and influence on students' vocabulary mastery. So the result shows that both teacher and students have positive attitude toward this vocabulary teaching and learning, and students mostly applied metacognitive vocabulary strategies. And local studies conducted on vocabulary strategies, for instance, Getnet, Teferra, and Johannes conducted on vocabulary strategies. But those studies are different from the current study, since the current study assesses students' perception, practice, and challenges of vocabulary strategies. So there is a setting gap, there is methodological gap, and there is also conceptual gap. When I come to the objective of the study, the general objective of the study was to assess students' perceptions, practices, and challenges of vocabulary strategies. Specifically, the study assesses students' perception towards vocabulary strategies and assess students' practice of vocabulary strategies, and explore the challenges of students in learning the different vocabulary strategies, and finally examine the match or mismatch between students' perception and practices of vocabulary strategies. This study may also help primarily for students and school teachers, and also school directors, supervisors, and curriculum designers. And the scope of the study: geographically, the study delimited to Shinta Secondary School, and conceptually delimited to students' perception, practice, and challenges of vocabulary strategy. When I come to the methodology part, research design. So this study employed descriptive research design involving mixed approach, and the participants of the study were grade 9 Shinta Secondary School students and their EFL teachers. And the study employed both probability and non-probability sampling technique. Under probability sampling technique, simple random sampling technique, and under non-probability sampling technique, convenience, purposive, and comprehensive sampling technique. And the sampling size of the study: 73 students for questionnaire, and 2 field teachers for observation, and 7 students for interview. And the instruments were questionnaire, observation, and interview. Methods of data analysis. This study analyzed using quantitative and qualitative data analysis. The quantitative data, which is collected through questionnaire, analyzed using SPSS statistical package for social science, and qualitatively thematic analysis, that is based on thematic analysis. So the finding of the study shows that students' perception towards vocabulary strategy found to be low, and most of the students didn't try to practice the type of vocabulary strategies effective when the situation requires to, and also students were affected by the various challenges while practicing vocabulary strategies. And there is also a positive correlation between students' perception and practice of vocabulary strategies. And the conclusion part. So students' perception towards vocabulary strategies are more focused on note taking, peer group discussion, and giving attention. And most of the students were not practice different type of vocabulary strategies, and students did not practice a different type of strategy due to students, teacher, and school related challenges. Finally, the study shows that there was a positive correlation between students' perception and practices of vocabulary strategy. Based on the result, it is recommended that students should be aware about the importance of the different types of vocabulary strategies, and also students should practice the different type of vocabulary strategy very carefully for learning the new words, which is ambiguous words. And also students, teachers, and the school leaders should communicate and reduce the factors that impede students while practicing strategies. And also syllabus designers should know that what vocabulary strategies must be included under the curriculum. This is all about. Thank you very much.